What do we have? Well, we got a fair few. Trouble in the hot tub. So they're reusing this thing. This was already spoiled by kind of Russian stream that they were gonna do the hot tub thing again. The April's Fool hot tub battle. I guess they've made it look better. Our team has made it look better. That's always cool. I love the cat. I miss the old vids with him. Bathwater, indeed. Very cool. New armament type, mines. Oh no, there. You know that they want to put mines on the support series. Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus. Oh no. Laying mines is mechanically similar to dropping depth charges. Mines do not sink, do not move, and explode after a certain amount of time has elapsed or after coming into contact with an enemy ship. Exploding mines have a certain chance of causing flooding. You know they like to try upcoming features in these modes. And that's what they're doing here. Sheesh! Well. The battles will be held in 9 vs 9 format, okay. Rubber ducks are resilient, so when colliding with each other static objects, they will bounce away. Okay. Thank you, Emerald, for the 11 months. I am indeed a wizard. I love the Rambo duck. Rambo Terminator, you gotta love it. I mean, I wonder how close this steers to some copyrighted stuff, but still. I guess it counts as parody, so it's allowed. Still, I do kind of... I do like the art department at it again. I do like the art department. Yeah, is that Texas Ranger? Batman. Huh, that's pretty cool. Commando. Not like the Russians care about copyright. Early access to Pan American cruisers. Okay. Permanent camos. Huh. Kind of cool, kind of unique. I don't really like this part. Like, the bow looks great, but this part looks kind of eh. Still, at least art department's looking nice on the copy-pasted ships. This one I don't like quite as much. I guess they're unique. I'll give them that, they're unique. Copy-pasted ship, but pretty cool camos. Pretty unique camos. Rio de Janeiro. Very cool. A lot of Rio de Janeiro. Yes. Ranked battles. In update 12.2, the 11th season ranked battles will begin, in which it will be possible to take part with all ship types. Ape RSV4, thank you for the 57 months. Battles will take place in the following formats: Bronze and Silver League 6 vs 6, Gold League 6 vs 6. Oh man. Oh, in this season, the rule for retaining a star in case of defeat is the same for all leagues. The star will be saved only by the first player by base XP on the losing team. Oh no, and submarines have that insane XP booster. Subs have that super dented XP booster. How is that going to be fair in any way? What? That's so stupid. No way, that's a coincidence. No way, that's a coincidence. There's oh no way, that's so intentional. For those that aren't aware, submarines have a hilariously artificially boosted base XP count right now. Like this guy here, here's an example. This guy here, Captain Kero, got 2.2k base XP in this game, and you're thinking, wow, this guy must have done a whole lot. Well, you know what he did? 0 damage, 1 cap. I think, is that partial cap or full cap? And but more importantly, he did 100,000 spotting. Submarines for some reason get an absurdly inflated XP boost for spotting. So all you need to do in a sub is sail around on the surface and spot, and if your team shoots, you're gonna be top score. You're gonna get top XP. Like, they have an absolute... Like, for some reason, DDs don't get that. No other ship gets it. But submarines have a hilariously inflated XP booster. Honestly, anything you do in a sub, you basically get 2-3 times the XP of any other surface ship. Like, I saw Ivan did 200k in a submarine game, and he got something like, what was it, 4.6k base XP. Like, 4.6k base XP. It sounds completely absurd, but that's submarine numbers. So, of course, it's not a coincidence. It's to make subs appear even better. So they're giving them all that boost. But now that they're retaining saving a star, it's like Sims in tier 7 ranked, except 3 times worse. Like this is so stupid. Also, all ship types. So like I might queue into this game mode, and the enemy might have like 2 Louisianas, a carrier, 2 subs, and a DD. Like that's a possible lineup the enemy team might have. In fact, I might get killed without ever seeing an enemy ship. Wow. Jesus. Like, this ranked was the one place where you could hide from all the Ebola they're shoving into ranked, or into randoms, and I guess Wargaming realized that people were in fact hiding from their fantastic new features, so now they made it impossible. Terrible change. Terrible change. I mean, these ships, the carriers and shit aren't even balanced in 12 versus 12s, and 6 versus 6, they're just completely broken. Completely broken. It's... Oh, God. God. Ugh, absolutely awful. Okay, new clan battles. Is anything gonna change in clan battles? Apparently not. Shatter will be removed. The map hotspot will take its place. Woo! What a change! Jesus! Are they not paying attention to the fact that clan battles have been, like, basically dying off? Like, what the fuck? Is there anyone who even cares about clan battles anymore? Hello? What the fuck? Content edition, Star Kitagaze, Star Edinburgh. Okay, fair enough. This one looks pretty cool. The Kitagaze. Yeah. I haven't played clan battles in a year. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Booba. That's it. Okay, wow, new sub patch. Submarine Commander emblems. Oh, very cool. They actually look really cool. Shame submarines suck. Conditions for obtaining the emblems are to reach a certain average damage per battle value on submarines or the last... Wow, a whole 60k damage average. Fair enough. New background. Epic. Oh boy. Okay. Fair enough. Yikes. Okay, so... Oh man, thank you for the scam train, by the way. Thank you, Boris, for the 53. Apes, RSV4, thank you for the 57 months. And Hammered, yeah, thank you for the 11. Dude, yikes. So that devblog was the testing of mines, a mechanic no one really wants, adding subs to rank that no one really wants into a game mode where people play to avoid them, and then some art. That was it. Basically, all the art was cool. Thank you, Victor Gibetan. Basically, that devblog, all the art was cool. All the gameplay changes were awful. Every fucking gameplay change, balancing change in that devblog was terrible, and all the art was great. If that's not the World of Warship story, I don't know what is. That was like World of Warships in a nutshell for the last couple of years. That entire fucking devblog. Holy shit. It's an art exhibition these days. Like, all the fucking decisions were terrible, but the art was great. It really is becoming a polished turd. It's fucking tragic. Where's the wizard game? It's on the way. It's on. No. Yikes. So, like you already have so much passive gameplay, and they really want to add mines. Like an anti-pushing tool into a game that is already struggling with far too much camping. Yikes. Okay, whatever. What is this? Content for King of the Sea tournament. What's this? Okay. Content for King of the Sea tournament. Close test 12.2. See what new content has been added for King of the Sea tournament. Okay, that tournament, holy shit, that thing has fallen off the map as well. Permanent camo King of the Sea Viking for Holland. What? Okay, the camo looks great, but Holland? Who fucking plays Holland in any comp? What? 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 Huh? Hello? It's a very cool looking camo. I like it. Like, I like the design, I like the pattern, but Holland? Holland is a random battleship. No one plays it in comp. Ever. It's commemorative, doesn't have to be played. Yeah, but it's literally for Holland. So, like... Why Holland? I don't get it. Yikes. Commander Björn Konungur. With a unique voiceover, the King of the Sea commemorative. Can we say finalist achievement? Okay, cool. That was it. Interesting. Okay, once again, art. Cool. Holland? What? Wow. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, because they have a Nordic looking camo for Ragnar? Yeah, but I mean... Such a weird choice. Like, Holland has to be one of the least picked DDs in comp. Like, I'm pretty sure you're gonna see more Z52s being picked than Holland's. Like, what? I don't get it. I don't get it. Let's see, what else? Let's see. Oh god. New ships! Oh boy, here we go. New ships. Close test 12.2. A branch of European destroyers has been added to the game for testing, implying you care about the testing, as well as the European cruiser Ellie, the British cruiser Nottingham, and the American submarine Gato. Of course, Gato is going to be a premium. This we knew this. We laughed about it ages ago, but it's still laughable that they would take the Gato class and really make it a premium. Like, it's the most wargaming thing in the world. Like, holy shit. At the upcoming closed testing session, a branch of European destroyers will be added to the game. The ships have a solid stock of HP, so good health or high health, and are armed with fast reloading main battery guns with a good firing range. Okay. From tier 8, the guns have flat ballistics. The torpedoes have high speed but low damage and range. Okay, so tanky gunboats. The new destroyers have medium speed and high visibility. The available consumables are smoke generator and engine boost, and starting from tier 8, ships can use a special surveillance radar with a fast reload, but a very short action time. Oh, they're starting to play with more different radars now? Okay, I have a really good idea for a unique radar that would be really good for destroyers. Action time 0 seconds, cooldown 20 minutes. How about that? That's the radar that fits a smoke destroyer. You're welcome, Wargaming. You don't need to quote me on this. You can actually come up with this concept yourself and pretend you came up with it. But that is the only fucking radar that you can put on a smoke ship without completely breaking balance. Do you understand? Like, hello? Do you fucking play the game? Question mark. Jesus. European destroyer Movenet. Okay. In 1938. Yes. You're saying Belfast broke the balance. No, Belfast was really balanced when it came out, for sure. In 1938, Turkey ordered 4 ships of the latest I-class from Great Britain, but 2 of them, including Movenet, were purchased by Great Britain when World War II broke out. Movenet, which became HMS Inconstant, began service in the Metropolitan Fleet and then was transferred to the Eastern Fleet, where she participated in amphibious operations on Madagascar. In the summer of 1942, the ship took part in convoys to Malta. Later, the destroyer fought in the Atlantic, where she escorted northern convoys and provided cover for the Normandy landing. In 1946, the ship was returned to Turkey, where she she again acquired the name Movenet in honor of destroyer Movenet Milia. Okay, I'm not going to be able to pronounce that correctly. Which sank the British battleship Goliath during the Gallipoli campaign of World War One. Wait, they got back the ship from Great Britain and then named it after a ship that sank a British ship. They ordered a ship from Britain and then named it after another battleship that sank a British ship. Oh wow. Okay. But how is the? I mean, how Turkish ship? It's British built, and only saw service fighting for Britain. I mean, this is a UK ship. What? Just because it was later sold and named Movenet. I mean, okay, well, whatever. European destroyers stored. Oh, stored, finally. This thing took part in the Battle of North Cape. This is the Norwegian destroyer. Interesting. With the outbreak of World War II, Great Britain launched a mass construction of destroyers in batches of 8. As a rule, all of them had 4 single gun mounts of 102 to 120 millimeter guns and 1 or 2 4-tube torpedo launchers. 2 of them were transferred to the Norwegian Navy and received the names Stord and Svenner. Stord entered service in September 1943. In 1943-44, the ship participated in operations in the North Atlantic and escorted polar convoys. During the Battle of the North Cape, Stord took part in the sinking of German battleship Scharnhorst. Is that all they're gonna talk about? Why not mention more about this? Stord was insane. Stord literally sailed almost point blank up to Scharnhorst, gunning and torpedoing it, against a ship whose turrets weigh more than the entire ship. Like, Jesus. That's all they want to mention? Wait, like, stored Scharnhorst. Sinking a Scharnhorst. Like, is there even a picture of? Dude, where? Shit. Like, I have a painting that shows stored going right up to it, but is there nothing else about? Let's see. Maybe if we search for HNOMS stored. Let's see. HNOMS stored. There we go. There is stored. Shit, there's no art about this. Battle of the North Cape. Here. Shit, where's this about? Stored. Here's the battle. Let's see. Here's the star shells being fired by the Belfast. And they open up basically point blank and smashed it. Where the hell is stored? Shit, is there no... Why can't I find the message it's stored? Oh, whatever. I can't be always looking for... Search for stored. I guess I could look for stored. But I could just show this. I could just show you this. Let's see. This is in my living room. This painting is in my living room. That's... the star shells fired by Belfast, illuminating the Scharnhorst. And you can see stored right here. You can't really see it from here. Shit, can you see it from here? You can't really open image in new tab. Can I like zoom in? Here we go. You can't really make out the flag, but that's the stored right there, the destroyer. That's the Scharnhorst being illuminated. And I think we got Duke of York and Prince of Wales smashing the Scharnhorst. But that's stored right there, sailing basically right up to the Scharnhorst. That is a very, very Chad destroyer. I'm surprised this was all they mentioned about it. Sword took part in the sinking. Like, this is literally the battle that made that ship famous. Because they were so impressed by how ballsy that ship was. Okay. Return to escorting convoys to the USSR. Yes. After the war, Stord became the flagship of the Norwegian Navy. Yeah, get closer, I want to hit them with my sword. Like, Stord was very, very Chad. A very cool ship with a lot of history. I'm surprised this... bit disappointed. Like, they write so much fantasy, but then when they actually have something cool to build upon, they just skip it. It's like, what? Why? European destroyer Grom. Grom and Discovica entered service in 1937, becoming the strongest European destroyers of their time after the latest French ones. With the imminent outbreak of World War II, the destroyers broke through the Baltic to Britain to help escort wartime supply convoys to Poland. However, the convoys were never organized due to rapid fall of Poland, and Grom came under the command of the British fleet, in which it took part in the Norwegian campaign. On May 4th, 1940, Grom was hit by a bomb in the torpedo tube, which caused the torpedoes to detonate. The ship sank within 3 minutes. Woo! Thank you, Bartos, for the 58 months. Jesus. Wargaming hates historical ships. They kind of do. In World of Warships, if your ship was built, you're gonna suck. But if you're a fantasy ship, oh my god, you got advantages. European destroyer split. In the 1930s, by order of the Yugoslav Navy, French specialists designed a large destroyer based on Le Fantasque. The boiler and turbine plant was purchased in the UK, and the fire control systems in France. Split, named after the city in which it was built, was laid down in 1939 and was to be armed with 5 Czechoslovak 140mm guns. In 1941, the city of Split was captured by the Italians, who decided to complete the construction of the ship. In 1943, this destroyer was named Spalato and launched. After the capitulation of Italy, the ship was run aground right in the port. In 1948, Yugoslavia returned to work on the ship, but it was no longer possible to receive weapons from Czechoslovakia, and Split was instead completed by British-American weapons. The ship entered service in 1959, becoming the flagship of the fleet. Jesus, 20 years later, flagship. To be fair, I guess Croatia didn't have much of one. Mr. Worldwide, indeed. Mr. Worldwide. European destroyer Lambros Katsonis. Okay, this is so obviously Greek. that's the Greek name of the world. In the late... Wait, the gun setup is interesting for sure. In the late... British power plant, French fire control, and finished by Italians. Yep. In the late 1920s, there was a dispute in the leadership of the Greek fleet. Invest in more conventional ships or build fewer but stronger ones. In 1929, against the background of Turkey's purchase of 4 destroyers in Italy, the first approach prevailed and 4 simplified destroyers were ordered by Greece, also in Italy. The alternative was to use the second approach and order a pair of large ships with 140mm weapons. The most suitable was one of the pre-projects of the E-class cruiser, which is under consideration in the British Admiralty, armed with 640mm guns. Lambros Katsonis is named after the leader of the national liberation struggle of the Greek people. Huh. Cool name. Cool name. European destroyer Gdansk. Okay, Polish, I guess. This is a Mogador. How copy-paste of a Mogador is this, Jan? Wait, this... Oops, I left this open. My bad. How copy-paste of a Mogador is this? I looked at that profile and I was like, holy Mogador. Thank you, mashed potato, for the 20 frame. The turrets and the hull, but the superstructure looked different. Yeah, this thing looked different. The superstructure looks different. It's only the hull, I think, and the turrets. But this looks completely different. The whole rigging is, well, somewhat similar, but somewhat tweaked. There's slight differences here. Okay, actually, it's pretty similar. It's pretty similar. It's not that different. They've tweaked this a bit, but this is similar. This is all similar. They just tweaked the AA gun here. and they tweak this. There's some superstructure changes. It's not a direct copy pasta, just heavily inspired. Based on the idea of the superiority of Polish ships over enemy ships due to quality, not quantity, the leadership of the fleet developed a large destroyer capable of competing even with light cruisers. In the late 1930s in Gdynia, several projects of such ships were considered. The Mogador-class destroyers were suitable for the purpose, due to them being in a number of parameters comparable to light cruisers, and in some respects, for example, in speed, they surpassed them. When ships of this class were built in France, the destroyers that survived the war would have been re-equipped in the 1950s and 60s with Soviet air defense systems, radars, and torpedoes. When ships of this class were built in France, the destroyers that survived the war would have been re-equipped in the 1950s and 60s with Soviet... Based on the idea of the superiority. So this is like fully pulled out of their ass with a lot of assumption. Based on the idea of the superiority of Polish ships, when ships of this class were built in France, the destroyers that survived the war would have been re-equipped in the 1950s with... Yikes, Jesus. This is what I mean, man. You could have just written, well, we pulled this one out of our ass, and then spent all this text to tell us about the Scharnhorst battle instead. I would have respected you more if you just fucking said, yeah, and we pulled this shit out of our ass. Okay. Like, you can start doing that, Wargaming. I won't judge you. Because when I read all of this, that's what I'm thinking. That's what we're all thinking. Yep, you pulled it out of your ass. Oh god. Ship stats. Oh, not to... What did they give stored? Health pool. Oof. Fire range 11 at that tier. Not too bad. How fast is it? 36.8. 590 handles well. Pretty good conceal. Pretty good conceal for tier 6. What's the torps like? 6 cam torps. Yikes. That's pretty brutal. Might be an okayish gunboat at the tier. A complete joke. But I mean, it's World of Warships. What did you expect? Grom. Oh, big health pull buff. Big health, 15.5. That's a lot. That's a lot at tier 7. You run an HP perk on top of that, you're 18k health. That's pretty spicy. Let's see. Wait, are you over? What was it? 350? Was it 350 per tier? You're not quite. You're close. You're close. Close to 18k. Main battery 1x1. Okay, that's gotta be... They're not reading through their own Devblog because they never do. Okay, so we got 1, 2. That looks like maybe a double turret in the back. A single or a double. So 4 or 5 guns is what we actually have. They're not reading through the Devblogs. These, I mean, they care so... I swear, they care so little about what the fuck they're putting out these days. It's constantly filled with mistakes. 7 guns. 7 guns, okay. HE shell damage 1.7, 20mm pen, okay. 6-second reload. Nice shell velocity as well. 10.9 range, not the most... Oh, here it is. Oh, here's the fire. Oh, wait, why did... Oh, they split them up. Never mind, they split them up. Why? Well, whatever. It's the exact same gun, just in different turrets. Fair enough. 6-second reload. Why split them up, though, if they're completely identical? Weird. Interesting. Anyway, def charges, 2.8k. Pretty good def charges. Torp, still 6 cam range. Yikes. It's maximum speed 39. Okay, this thing is pretty fast. This is tier 7. This thing is pretty fast. With speed boost on top and the speed flag. Pretty damn fast. Handles nicely as well. Surface detect 7. That's not bad. You get this thing down to 6.3. 6.3 conceal. And you're zipping along at like 43, 44 knots. That's pretty spicy. mean, wait, what, isn't this much stealthier than the Bliska? Wait, am I missing something? Let's see. Bliska with concealment captain is 6'8". This thing is gonna be 6'3". This one is 39 as well. Is that with... Oh, Jesus. Yeah, so with speed flag it's 41, and then with speed boost on top it's gonna be like 44. Doesn't this thing have the same guns? Yeah, it's the exact same guns. It's copy-paste Bliska. Exact same guns. 6-second reload. Is it just a copy-paste Bliska all over? 15.5 health with survivabilities. Yeah, almost 18. This is... It's full pasta. It's a full copy pasta. Everything is copy-pasted. Except the conceal. Where they gave it a huge advantage. 500 meter better conceal. Base. 610, 4.6. 610, 4.3. Oh, it handles better as well. It handles better as well. Interesting. So it's stealthier and handles better. The downside is what? They're gonna be the torps? 6 cam torps. Bliska has 8 cam, I think. 8 cam torps? Yeah, 8 cam torps, but they only do 57 knots. And these things are gonna do 72 knots. Holy shit. Less alpha though, less alpha. Still, that's a huge... Bliska struggles to take fights because it gets outspotted so easily. This thing is going to be able to run down any DD it sees without being outspotted. This thing is going to be able to run down any DD it sees without being outspotted, because by the time you see it, by the time it renders, it's already within gun range. It's spotting. Jeez. So this is just a copy-paste but straight upgrade. Interesting. It's not like anyone uses Bliska for the torps anyways, so... Bliska has longer gun range, 10.9. That might be true. That might be true. 10.9, Bliska has 12. Is this with... Yeah, this is 12 base. You're right, it does have better gun range. Okay, split. 16.6 health. That's a lot of health. Plating 19. Finance 140s. Oh, this is the French one. Interesting. How much of a direct copy pasta is this thing of a Fantask? Actually, how much of a copy pasta is this of like a Fantask? Oh, we don't have the Fantask here, we just got the Le Terrible. 2k, 2.7k alpha. 10% fire chance, 23mm pen. 2k, 2.7k, 10% fire chance, 23mm pen, 840mm shell velocity, 840 meter per second shell. Okay, so straight copy pasta guns. Reload 4 seconds. This one has 5, but I think the Fantask had 4. Fantask had better guns. Is it straight copy? I should actually check out. Let's see. Fantask here. No, Fantask had a worse reload. Really? Le Terrible was the one that had the better guns. That's probably why I have the Le Terrible. But wait. This thing is even better. This is 5 seconds. This thing has 4 seconds. Okay. Interesting. So better gun. That's a big buff. That's 20% better reload. It's 20% better reload with the same alpha. Range 11.3. What's the range on this thing? 12.3. So you trade 1km range for 20% damage. Interesting. Is it not going to have French saturation? Are you sure? Let's see. Torpedoes. 6km torps. Okay, that's a downgrade. That's a big downgrade. 76 not torps. Very fast though. But these are 8 and 65. These torps are really good. So that's a downgrade for sure. That's a big downgrade. AA, a joke. Maximum speed 38. 643.9. 38, 643.9. Ooh, that's a big downgrade in speed. That is a big downgrade. That is a big downgrade in speed. 694.3. Yeah, handles better in return, but surface detect 9.5. 9.5. That's really bad. That's actually really bad. Still, you can get it to 7.7 if you build stealth. Not as good as what you can get on Le Terrible, nowhere near, but you can get 7.7 on stealth. And of course, you're gonna have the consumables. You're gonna have the consumables. Damage control party. Smoke. So this thing has smoke. That's already a pretty big advantage. But surveillance radar. Duration time 10 seconds. 9 km radar. What the fuck? What the fuck? 9 km radar. So wait. What? Wait, what the oh, okay, fuck, they're so fucking dented, man. Holy shit, they're so fucking dented. Okay, one... Okay, so let's see. Wasn't this 40%, the modifier? Where do I have it? Where's my radar mod? Oh, where's my radar mod? Okay, shit, don't I have a radar mod or something? Nevsky, maybe? Moskva, maybe? There we go. Wasn't it 40%? It's 20% consumable action time. 20%. So you can get it to 12. How much can you get from Captain? You can get 10%. That's... You can get it to 13%, provided you commit a lot. You can get it to 13%, provide 13 seconds if you commit a lot. But 12 seconds is pretty easy. And you got, what, 4-second reload. And that's, of course, excluding Captain builds and everything. So... You're gonna get at least 4 volleys off. Minimum 4 volleys. You're gonna get a minimum of 4 volleys. You're gonna get a minimum of 4 volleys off, and if you're running the mod, because of the radar... How long was the radar delay? Was radar delay 6 seconds before teammates spotted? So team gets 6 seconds of firing time as well, with the radar mod. 657. I love you, chat. Oh man, instant 3 different answers. I think it was 6 though. I think it was 6. I think it was 6 seconds. It's 6. Yeah, I'm thinking it's 6 seconds. But I still appreciate the effort, chat. That was a lot of numbers. Anyway, so you get guaranteed 4 volleys off. And what did it say? You had French flat guns. French flat guns, 4 volleys, 9 km. And you can even smoke up to take that trade. Man, these are gonna suck to fight against, aren't they? How do I even deal with this thing? If you build stealth, because he handles well enough. He handles well enough that he can easily build stealth, so he's got 7.6 conceal. So he'll run at me, I'll spot him, he'll do spotted radaring, shoot me 4 times, and if I'm not returning away to kite, he's just gonna keep running at me. So I have to instantly, the second I spot him, I have to start turning away. He's going to radar me, he's going to smash me for 4 volleys while I run for my life. And then after that, he can even start smoking during that to just make sure I can't trade back in any way whatsoever. If I start trading back, he doesn't need to smoke, because once again, he's at range. He's got French guns, so he's out trading me at range, most likely. So he's like, I can't even shoot back, because if I shoot back, I fuck myself. If I don't shoot back, then he's trading without taking any damage in return. He's dominating the engagement 100% of the time. And I have only losing options. Wow! So the only way of dealing with that The only way of dealing with that is to, like, literally not fight him. Not push anywhere. Just, like, if he runs straight at you, he will spot you normal after the radar. Exactly. So, like, if I push in and he's there, he's coming towards me. My only choice is to instantly turn away. That's my only choice. But even then, he sees radars, he starts shooting, I hit damage. I can't shoot back, because if I shoot back, I'm gonna get fucked. Because he can just smoke and disengage that way. Or actually, if I shoot back, he can just keep farming me. Like, it always feels like he's got the advantage in the fight, no matter what he does. So the only thing I can do is run away, eat the damage, and hope I can outrun him, hope my team is gonna, like, make him smoke up, make him disengage. That's my only choice. But then I disengage, turn away, he turns away, makes a big circle, comes back, and reload time is 60 seconds, so by the time we're re-approaching the same area again, his radar is probably going to be up. His radar is probably going to be ready. Because it takes like about 60 seconds to make like a full turn to come back. So by the time I could re-enter the area, his radar is going to be ready again, and he can do the same thing all over again. Force me to run away while eating a ton of damage. And that is, you can't put French guns on a ship that has radar. And it's like, what is my counterplay? What the fuck is my counterplay on a 9km radar? I'm trying to figure out how I would play against this thing, and I have no fucking idea. How the hell do I deal with this thing except get my ass fucked? 51.3 second radar reload when built for it. Yeah, 50 seconds. Every 50 seconds he can spot me 9km away. What the hell am I supposed to do against that? There is no counterplay. What an absolutely mind-numbingly dented design. Only our fine designers at Wargaming could come up with something this stupid. Holy shit. Wargaming stopped caring about the other side of engagement when they released Smolensk. That is true. And I mean, you can have 5 radars as well. Jesus. Eat the radar and YOLO push? Yeah, but then he smokes up. Like, and do you really want to get close to him? Because you got to remember, these torps are 76 knot torps with 1.6 detect. Like 76 knot torps. You can't even, like, if you try to rush him, you might do these things instead. These are gonna suck the dodge. That's what? I don't know what to do against that thing. It's like something. Imagine something like a Gero. This is a ship that gives up everything to have low conceal and torpedoes. What the hell does low conceal and torpedoes do against this thing? It's a snack. It's a quick lunch for this guy. That's what it is. That is so stupid. Wow. 20.3k health. European destroyer lamb. Okay. Jesus. So what? 24k health? 661 guns. Cool. 6 guns. 4.4 second reload. Okay, very cool. Once again, very high HE alpha. These are French guns, I guess. Yeah, this is the French guns, so very flat, great ballistics. Turret traverse, 18 seconds. 7.5k torps. 80 knot torps. Okay, have fun against these things. 80 knot torps, by the way. 38. Super fast turning circle. Same surface, 7.6. And once again, radar. Like, this is so oppressive. What are you supposed to do against these things? I don't understand. What am I supposed to do against these things? Like, there's a handful of DDs that can have a chance against these. And everyone else just has to flee. Did they not learn anything from the likes of Småland? Like, where the only counterplay is to play more passive? Why are they trying to force more passive gameplay? Because that's the only counterplay. Have someone else deal with him. That's your counterplay. Because you can't deal with him, so have someone else deal with him. You can't even go up and spot him, because he'll just radar you. So all you can do is sit really far back. And wait, since these are French guns, wait. Since these are French guns, that means you have French AP pen and you have 9km radar. What's stopping these things from just radaring and citadeling the shit out of light cruisers, especially smoke light cruisers? Like, does Wargaming have some idea that light cruisers are too powerful right now, so they need to be screwed? Because they keep adding Malta and they keep adding all these lines that just dumpster light cruisers without light cruisers being able to do anything about it. Like, what the hell is this? All the Overmatch and all this shit that they're adding, like, is this necessary? They're not French. I mean, they're built. They have French guns. Oh, this isn't the French gun. You're right. 140 isn't. It has the same ballistics as these things, though. No, it is. Isn't it built on fantastic guns? French guns. French guns are 139. Yeah, but these are built upon it. Check my previous comment. Okay, they could be even better. But they have completely identical AP shell velocity and AP shell damage as the 139s. Regardless, the tier 10, the Gdansk, is most certainly French Mogador guns. 24.4k. What? Wait, what? Isn't this thing gonna have 28,000 health? 28,000 health. What? 3.7 second reload on 7 guns. Wait, how much alpha does this thing have? How much DPM does this thing do? 224k HE DPM. 227k HE DPM. Wait, what the fuck? 227k HE DPM. Isn't that like... That's gotta be very close to the top. That's gotta be very close to the top. 227. Yeah, it's here. Wait, what the fuck? It's got almost... It's 13k short of Haraguma DPM. Okay. And these are French guns. Torp tubes, 2x5, 7.5 km range, speed 86 knots. Jesus. I remember when Shimoto were considered fast. is jerk, of course. 41.2 knots, turning circle, pretty sluggish, rudder pretty good though. 7.6 surface detect with the full build. 41.2 knots. Wait, so how fast are we doing? We're doing 41.2 times speed boost times speed flag. We're doing 46.7 knots. And we got our same radar. So this thing comes at you at 46 knots. You see it? How do you react? The second you spot it, he's going to radar you. And he's going to start wailing on you with almost Haraguma DPM. It's actually going to be better than Haraguma DPM, because Haraguma actually somewhat struggles to land shells on DDs because of the slow shells. But this thing is going to like... Well, it's like Kleber. It's like Mogador guns, Kleber guns. They're super easy to land on enemy DDs. You can't shoot back, because if you shoot back, then he's just going to keep trading with you open water, which is going to dominate, because he's got 28k health and insane DPM and insane railguns. So the only choice you can do is turn away and flee and hope you live and hope he doesn't chase. Hope your team stops him from chasing after you. And of course, there's a risk that the last 6 seconds his team will shoot you as well while you're radared. So you hope he doesn't get permafire. You save your damage cone until his radar runs out, and then you DCP and hope he doesn't get some blind permafire. And then you can live. You probably lost like at least half your health pool at this point. And then you hope, once again, your team has discouraged him and he's turned away. So he turns away. Possibly he smokes up if your team spots him, so he doesn't take any return damage. And then after limping, you turn your ship around, you come back. You start trying to push up again into a position where you might torp or like do something as a destroyer. And then he shows up again. It's been 50 seconds. He radars you again. Smash, smash, smash. Like, what the fuck is this design? You know, there's no one who actually plays this game. Like, the guy who comes up with this doesn't play the game. This is completely dented. This is completely dented. This is so stupid. You have nothing you can do. This is so dented. Like 3.7, but obviously you're gonna build this. You're gonna build this top grade, what is it called? Fearless Brawler. That's already 10%. So now you're at what? 3.3? 3.3 second reload. Plus potential AR, so let's say 3-second reload. You're gonna, reload mod. Oh yeah, shit, reload mod is 12%. Oh, you're gonna drop way below 3 seconds actually. You're gonna be at like 2.8 or something. And you're running the radar mod for 12-second radar. So how many volleys are you pumping out? At least 5, 6. Maybe even 6 volleys. 5 volleys at least. 5 volleys. And you're doing what? 14k divided by 3. So about 4.7k potential per volley. That's how much you can do per volley. So you can even pump out 20k during a radar on a destroyer. You can pump out 20k damage on a destroyer during radar if he doesn't react, like if it doesn't turn away instantly and you get good dispersion. You can easily pump out 20k plus on a destroyer during the radar. That's hilariously stupid. Yep. Hilariously stupid. You can easily pump out over... Well, not easily, but you can pump out over 20k per radar on a destroyer. Yikes. Like, this is so stupid. This is so fucking stupid. And once again, they add this, and they add subs, and they add mines, and of course the current state with CVs. And why would anyone want to push in anywhere ever? Like, you can't even blame the player base for sitting a spawn and sniping. Like, what are you supposed to do against this? What's a Kagero? What's any of the older destroyers supposed to do? Like, Kagero, Shima, Gearing, Z52, shit, even Holland. Like, Holland at least can heal up a limp a bit away. But, like, what are you supposed to do with any of these other destroyers when you run into this thing? It's faster than you, it outguns you, and thanks to the radar, your spotting advantage doesn't mean shit. And when you fight something like a Ragnar, provided you can outrun his radar, which is 7.5, or your French Nightmare, thank you for 9, provided against the Ragnar, like, provided you can leave his radar range of 7.5, or after he's shot, at least he's vulnerable. Because, like, he's shot and he's spotted by everyone. But this thing can also smoke up. So he can take, like, these trades with such safety, it's not even fun. Like, he can start smoking up at the same time as he radar. He doesn't even need to full speed chase after you. Like, a small under Ragnar has to chase you to keep you in radar range, to do damage to you. But because this thing can get 7.6 km detection and a 9 km radar, as soon as he sees you, he can just hit the brakes, smoke and radar at the same time. And he's not going to be taking any damage, but you're going to be stuck in 1.4 km of radar that you have to outrun, which you can't. So you're just going to be shot at until the radar runs out. The 9 km radar on Destroyer has to be one of the dumbest ideas they've come up with. It is so stupid. It is so stupid. Holy shit. It is so stupid. Like, who even, like, they don't even play the game. If you played the game, you wouldn't come up with something this fucking stupid. This is so stupid. Jesus. Aditi Bowen just dies, right? Aditi Bowen just melts. Shit, you might even get yourself spotted if you're Bowen. Because he's gonna run at you, you're running at him. Like, hope, like, he might radar, start shooting you. If, like, what do? Okay, you're coming nose in, he comes nose in, you spot him, he instantly radar. So you're both spotted. He starts turning like this and starts shooting at you. What the fuck do? Do you turn broadside and eat all that massive damage? Or do you try to stop and mitigate the damage you take, but then he just keeps running at you, and soon he's gonna be, because it's so fast, it's 46 knots, soon he's gonna be within normal range. Like, you're so fucked! You're so fucked in every way, man. Oh my god, it's so stupid. Ellie. Okay. Yeah, imagine a division. Like, just everything about that is just stupid. Eugenia di Savoia. Okay, yada yada yada. The cruiser was damaged. After the surrender of Italy was used as a training ship, was transferred to Greece, where under the name Ellie, she became the flagship of the fleet and the headquarters of the commander. Okay. Cruiser is armed with 852mm guns with good range and flat ballistics and torpedoes with high speed but low damaging range. The ship has weak armor but high speed. Okay, tier 6. Thinly armored. Whoa, no health. 6.7 reload, 8 guns. Pretty good range. Pretty good range. Might be a decent farmer. Fire chance is pretty roof though. Very little torpedoes. Very little torpedoes. Wargaming hates AA, so of course it has no AA. Very fast though. 37.7. Damn. This thing is quick. Not that good of a rudder shift time, but it's quick and it's decently stealthy. Fast shells as well. We'll see how much. The problem is they're very light shells though. 152s. They might lose speed very quickly. The lighter the shell, the quicker the quicker the shells slow down. Vlogs, thank you for the 63 year French 9, thank you for the 9. British cruiser Nottingham. Holy shit. Is it Nelson's little sister? What am I watching? Oh, it's a cruiser, tier 8. Okay. Okay, Sir George Thurston, Chief Designer Wickers. Okay, the influence of Washington Conference. Okay. It had mean battery range in a similar way to those of Battleship Nelson on the bow. Okay. The Admiralty turned out to be more conservative than Thurston, and such a project was not taken into account in the further design of British cruisers. Interesting. 9203s. HE shells have higher damage and 4 quadruple torpedo launchers. They can be launched one at a time. Small ship, stock of HP, and good concealment. Heal, hydro, short burst smoke. Wait, what? Heal, hydro, smoke, and 9203s with improved HE. Okay. The fuck? 35.3k health. Small stock of HP. I guess somewhat small. It's not that bad, especially if you got a heal. And I mean, you're going to run survivability expert on it, so you're going to have 40k health. 3x3, 15.7, 3.3k HE alpha. That's pretty nice. 7% fire, pretty nice for the tier as well. 13-second reload on 9 guns. 13-second reload on 9 guns. How bad is that? Second reload on 9 guns. What does this thing have? This thing has 10 guns with a 16-second reload. The Otago. Same fire chance, same HE alpha. So significantly better DPM than Otago. Huh. Okay. I mean, Otago has a bit more health, but this thing will have smoke. Interesting. Fast dirt reverse as well. Okay, plain depth charges, also always an advantage, 7 km range, fair enough. 4x4 torps, 10 km torpedoes, holy shit, 15.5. Interesting. Very stealthy torpedoes as well. These are very good. These are very good. And you can single launch them. Secondary armament. The AA is a joke. 34 knots. It's okay for a cruiser. Turns well. Surface could, or rudder could be better. 11.2. Wasn't it tier 8? It was tier 8. So you can slot concealment mod. What the fuck? Nine km. You can stealth torp in this thing. Okay. And smoke firing penalty 6.4. Dude, Venezia is crying in a corner. Venezia has 203mm guns and a 9.9 km smoke firing penalty. Somehow this fucking thing with 203mm guns has a 6.4 km smoke penalty. What the that makes no fucking sense. So 9 km conceal, 6.4 smoke firing penalty, 10 km torps, a shit ton of them. And you get a heal. And you get a short duration time 15. Okay, this is deployment time. And then it lasts for 40 seconds. And reload. Okay, this one is going to be pretty good. And you get Hydro. Neptune has 6.6, I think so. Mina has 6.4, yeah. Every tier 8 premium is a heal now, but Tech Tree doesn't get it right. The playbase has been complaining about how much these tier 8 cruisers are suffering because they don't have a heal. And Wargaming is like, oh, we're listening. Trust me, we're listening to everything you're saying. Oh, you're suffering? Well. We have just the solution for your suffering there. Wow. Well, that seems really stupid. Also a heal. Yeah, smoke and a heal. Basically, heavy cruiser with smoke and heal. And great stealth. And 10 km torps. With great torps, actually. Much better than IGN torps. I don't understand what they're doing anymore. Gato, of course, classic. I'm not surprised they made this one a premium. Gato has high speed on the surface, but low speed underwater. Okay, can't wait to see what their idea of slow speed is. 10 torpedo tubes. Okay, with long reloading time. We'll see what this means. The number of loaders allow you to simultaneously reload only half of the torpedo. Only half. Okay. 20k health. Nice. 10x torp, 10k torps, range 6 km, 89. Wait, what the fuck did it say? Regular torps, 18 km. What? 18k alpha, 16.5 range, 66 knots. What the fuck are those? They're better than gearing torps. What the fuck is that shit? Bro. No, these aren't gearing torps, they're better than gearing torps. I'm not joking. What the fuck? Gearing torps are 16.5 as well. Wait, where the fuck is gearing? Gearing torps are 16.5 as well, but they do 17.9k alpha. 17.9k alpha. These fucking things not only not only do that, they do more damage. What the fuck? Actually better. Like, one torp can one-shot the Shima. 17.9k Shima, you can one-shot with this torpedo. Reload time 67 seconds. What's gearing torpedo reload? It's like 103, and I think this might be... Yeah, this is literally torpedo meme build. This is torpedo meme build. Oh, we were running... I forgot we were running Swift Fish. So, the torps... What was the speed on them? 66, so they're same speed. These torps reload in 128 seconds. Wait, is this fucking with us? Yeah, this is fucking with us. It's, well, it's 5% still. It's what, 118 seconds or something? So these things almost reload in half the time. They almost reload in half the time. Holy shit. Holy shit. The only thing they got worse is the detectability. Jesus. 3 2 bow torpedo tube loaders and 2 stern torpedo loaders. Jesus. Are these were supposed to be the slow torpedoes? Regular torpedoes have slower speeds. The slower speed torpedoes, chat, are the same speed as Gearentorps. These homing torpedoes are faster than Hollandtorps. The homing torps are faster than Hollandtorps. Jesus. Really? Homing Holland, 89 knots. Hollandtorps are what? Holland's missiles, as we like to call them. Holland's incredible missiles. I have them 90 knots here, and that's because I'm literally running the 5% torpedo speed here, and I think, oh, we're running the reload. So those things are faster than Holland torpedoes. And they're homing. Wonder how fast you can make these things. You can probably make this hilariously fast building for them. Wargaming said on stream that faster torpedoes are easier to dodge. Wargaming, man. Wargaming. Holy shit. Okay, so maximum speed surface 34. Don't they still have that dumbass fucking 18% speed thing going for them? Don't they still have this dumbass fucking 18% speed thing going for them? Yeah, they do. Here it is. 18% speed on surface and at periscope depth. 18%. If you have less than 50% dive capacity. Holy shit. That is so fucking stupid. That is so bafflingly stupid. Could you run speed flag on them as well? What's this current state? I haven't even paid attention to flags. Can you run flags on subs now? But like 34 times 118. 40 knots. Oh, you can run speed flag these days. Okay. 42 knots. 42 knots on the surface, by the way. You have to be a French DD to catch up to this thing. Very cool. Very cool. Good design. Good design. Oh shit, man. Oh my shit. Holy shit. Wow. That is so fucking stupid. Wow. To test the future unique upgrade, Tier 10 Soviet cruiser Vladimir Monomakh, which is an analog of the Alexander Nevsky, has been added to the game. Oh boy. Bro. The fastest you can get the torps is 93.5 knots. Nice. 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 Oh my god. Holy shit. Wow. And apparently they released a new devblog while we were looking at these fantastic new additions to the game. Apparently they released another devblog while we're looking at this. Bro, this developer has completely lost its mind. They have completely lost their mind. Like, I don't know what they're trying to do to this game, but it sure isn't good things. Wouldn't surprise me. Okay, let's see. Changes to test ships. Okay. Tier 6 to 10. The amount of idle time needed to pass before the combat instruction begins to decay has been increased. The rate at which combat instruction meters fills has been changed. Okay, buff, buff, buff. The rate at which HP is restored by the specialized repair teams has been changed. Nerf, nerf. Okay, so they buff the gimmick and nerf the heal. Colossus. Attack aircraft machine gun pre-firing time increased. Oh, holy shit. Wait, they had a 0.3 second pre-firing time. On the attack planes. What? See, what? That's like point and click in this game. So I assume they were just dumpstering destroyers left, right, and center instantly. I mean, 1.5 isn't... What the hell? 1.5 is ridiculous as well. That's half the time it takes for a DD rudder to even change. Like, some of the best rudders in the game are 3-4 seconds. That's half that time. Like, you barely have time to throw the rudder to one side. Like, you don't have, you get to throw the rudder this much, and then the strike hits. I swear, they hate counterplay in this game these days. They hate counterplay. They just want it to be point and click damage. Change the parameters of the torpedo bombers. Aiming sight when maneuvering while preparing for an attack run increased by a factor of 2. Aiming sight spread when maneuvering increased by a factor. Okay, aiming sight reduction speed during an attack run increased. The width of the aiming sight was increased. Okay, so I assume the torp bombs were hilariously broken. The previous setting for the torpedo bombers and attack aircraft made it possible to comfortably conduct attack runs and inflict significant damage despite the enemy's maneuvering. Yeah, this isn't enough to maneuver, Wargaming. Hello? Do you fucking play the game? 1.5 seconds isn't enough to maneuver. Like, hello? Jesus. With the new setting, there's widens more noticeably, yada 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 yada. And the attack aircraft need to take a bigger lead before committing to attack. 1.5 seconds isn't a big lead. When I shoot my battleship shells, it takes, even at closer ranges, it takes 10 seconds for the shell to travel. At long ranges, we can talk about 15 to 20 second shell travel time. 1.5 seconds isn't a big fucking lead. Like, are you kidding me? That's a non-existent lead. Like, that's almost hit scan in this game. Hello? Oh my god. Seriously.